And now that we have done that, we can move on to this next triangle. And if we see here, like I mentioned earlier, we have two angles given to us here. So we know we're only going to have one solution for this triangle. So to find that missing angle, there's 180 minus 47 minus 72 equals 61. Now that we have a side and its angle, the angle opposite in the triangle, we can use the law of sines to determine the sides that are going to be opposite of these angles. So A over sine 47 equals 17, or C over sine C, which is 61. Okay, and then we just multiply both sides by sine 47. A equals 17 sine 47 over sine 61. Okay, we'll just use a calculator. And we get the side A equals 14.26. Alright, now we'll do the same for side B. So B over sine 72 equals 17 over sine 61. Multiply both sides by sine 72. We get B equals 17 sine 72 over sine 61. Just simple as putting that into a calculator. And we get side B equals 18.49. Alright, and we can see that those solutions, they make sense. We've got side A opposite of angle A, that's the smallest angle, and it's also the smallest side. The middle angle, the one that's neither the largest or the smallest, also gets the middle side, and the largest angle of 72 gets the longest side. So we know that those solutions at least make sense. Alright, next we're going to move on to this triangle. And so we have a side and its opposite angle, and then another side. So we know once again we can use that law of sines. We'll put the sines in the numerator since we're looking for sine B here. Sine B over 27 equals sine A, which is 57, over 14. Alright, and we'll multiply both sides by 27 to get sine B isolated. So 27 sine 57 over 14. Alright, we put that into a calculator. Sine B equals 1.62. Now, once we've gotten to this point, we can see that we actually have 0 solutions for this triangle, because sine B will never give a value that's larger than 1 and never give a value that's less than -1. So we see that there is no solution here. The sides are simply not long enough for this triangle to be real. So now we can move on to this next triangle, and we see that we have two angles, so there's only going to be one solution. We have an angle, its opposite side, and a different angle. So we can either start by using the law of sines to find side B, or subtracting these two from 180 to get angle C. That's what I'm going to do. I like to get my angles first. It's minus 92 minus 12, and that's going to equal 76. Alright, and now we can use the law of sines to fill out the rest of this triangle. So we'll find side B first. B over sine 92 equals A, which is 3 over sine A. Now multiply both sides by 92. We'll get B equals 3 sine 92 over sine 12, and that gives us the length of side B, which is 14.42. Now we can find the length of side C. Okay, so we'll put C in the numerator again over sine 76, or sine C, equals 3 over sine 12. Multiply both sides by sine 76. We get C isolated. 3 sine 76 over sine 12. We just put that into a calculator, and we see that C equals 14.